Okay, so to create an address, um, just go to Google Maps, zoom out here, and since I've done a number of examples on this property, I'll use it again. It's a property in Kendall County, Texas, and once you figure out where the property is, you just zoom into the property on Google Maps, and the property's right here. So I would just click right here, and that gets me the address. So I click on this, and now I have West Headwaters Ranch Road, Kendalia, Texas, and the zip code. So I would make sure all this information is found in the database. But before I do that, I want to make sure that this address will get me, to the right location. So if I type it in, it spits me out right there. So maybe I can try putting in a number like 100. See what that does. 1,000. See what that does. And if they all put me in the same spot, then there's really nothing I can do. So I might as well just leave it blank and say, or you can just make up a number and put it in there, because sometimes for like Zillow and things, they need a number. But since this isn't working, we'll leave it blank. You can also, like, you see this Alpine Trail here. There might be numbers on that. I don't know. But usually numbers work, and you can put in a number that's close. Like this has a range of numbers. So if I were to pick a property that were right where this dot is, I would just say, 470 Old Blanco Road is the number I would use. I would only use one of these numbers, or a number between these two in the range. And when I type that in, so if I were to type in 470 Old Blanco Road, I'd make sure that the dot was close to where the property should be. In this case, there are no numbers in Google Maps that are tracked on this road at all, because no matter what number I put in, I end up in the same spot. So this is the address I will use. And if I go over to the property, so if I click on CRM, and then actually it's probably easier to edit in the commercial catalog. And I search for the property. So this property's name is TXKND1A. There it is. So I click on the property. All right. Now what I want to do is find the property address. So I scroll down, and it's all in alphabetical order, which is going to be tricky. So everything should be listed as Situs, S-I-T-U-S, with the exception of one of them should be listed as property. Oh, I don't see it. I thought there was a property address. So maybe they're all Situs addresses. All right, so Situs full address, it looks like it's already here. 2 Headwaters Ranch Road, Kendalia. If that wasn't there, I would copy and paste the whole Google address right here. And then what I would do is I'd fill out the street address, which is going to be 2 Headwaters Ranch Road. And then I would fill out the zip code and the Situs state, which is Texas, and the Situs city, which is Kendalia. So what makes up the address, if you look in Google Maps, is there's the street address, and then you have the city address, which is the city is Candalia, and then you have the state and the zip code. So we want to get those four things: the road, like the street address with the number in the road. So street address, city, state, zip. Those are the four things that we want to have in here. And then we also want to paste in the full address with everything. So we would do street address, and then we would do city up here, and then we would do Citus state, and then we would do Citus zip code. You can ignore the zip +4. You can just copy the zip there, like what happened here, or you can just ignore it. So that's it. This is how you find the address and put it in there. And it's good to have an address so we can direct people to it, and also in a lot of our automated things like emails and stuff like that, we'll be referencing the address. So it'll be good to have that in here for the property. And also for like a lot of our listings and stuff, you'll need to know the zip code. Like to do it in Zillow, you'll need to know the zip code of the property. So anyway, that's it. And then once you're done adding the stuff in, you can either click apply if you want to stay on this page, or you can click save if you want to close it. So if you click save, it just closes the page and saves the information in it. So now that record is updated with the new address. If you have any questions, make a comment below.